Hello. Let me get back into chats. I've already been chatting with Jackie. Okay, welcome all my thousands and thousands of hi you two. How you doing? Nice to see you, Craig. Today's just a chatty video, so I know that there's a delay, and James and I are driving down to San Antonio after this live. Cool, cool. I won't keep you very long. I just wanted to share today. I'm just going to be sharing some of the YouTubers that I really like. I really like the creative YouTubers. Hi, Brikena. Brikena? Brikena. Bry. I put on some eyebrows today. I usually don't. I haven't been putting on eye makeup since this eye surgery and the radiation. And I used to have long eyelashes, and the radiation made sure that I don't have them anymore. And then with the eye surgeries, I just stopped wearing makeup altogether for a long time. So I'm just now starting to get back into it. This is my outside work, one of those quick drip, because I want to go outside today. So I've already been out there watering the plants on the front porch. But I thought I would just share with you something that until I did this, I didn't realize. And then we'll get into the other planner really quick, go through what I wrote. I realized when I was talking on Jackie's live that I never show how the planner turns out. So maybe I should do that. This planner I bought in May. Well, I bought it in April, but it took a while to get here. And you can see what it says. It's videos. And I wanted to, engage more and come on more and really start doing this, not as a business or to sell you stuff. It's just not what YouTube is about for me. Did you guys watch Melinda's video talking about Jerusha? I'll give you time to answer. Anyway, I just watched it before I came on here, and I put a lot of stuff in the comments. Because I said that I'm on here for engagement. I don't come onto YouTube to be sold something. That's not what I'm here for. And when it's apparent that the whole video, that's what it's about. Well, let me just skip to the YouTubers that I watch, and maybe I'll explain it to you. Actually, let me get up here on the wall. I actually have my favorite YouTubers up here on the wall. Not that I don't love you all. I do. I like being a part of you. That's the part of the engagement that I like. But these people are my favorites. Carolina out of Poland. Her sense of humor is just amazing. And she studies historical fashion. Now this chick, she's so creative. She can make something out of nothing. Her name's Rachel Maxey. And another historical YouTuber who talks about fashions of the past, beauty of the past. Here she's making her own like makeup and hair products and all this on her own. It's fascinating to watch these people. So anyway, I want to show you like how the planner turns out like after there. It looks a lot different than it did and it's got messes and scribbles and I doodle in it. And I got way behind on laundry, as you can tell. And then everything, I write everything down now. So it looks different. And then that's today. But let me tell you why I bought this. All of their channels are listed below. I did it when I put this video up. Actually, the ones that are listed below, get back to today, I wrote in here so that I would mention them. Only Carolina, I mentioned her. She's listed below. Rachel Maxey. Really Big Plant, I didn't mention, but she is listed below. And there's Bernadette Banner. And Adrian Bliss. I adore him. He's fantastic. Listed below. And that's the only ones I'm mentioning today. There are tons of others that I will mention and list. They're not our kind of content creators. They're the creative types. And they're so fun to watch. And like when Rachel Maxey does an ad, there's a little thing in the corner that says it's an ad, and she's in different clothes. She goes, "Now for sponsor Rachel." That I like. It's not like adding all this stuff into what you're doing and then trying to sell it. I think it's not sincere when you're making a whole video just to sell a product. It should just be clear. And she's I love the way she does it. She goes, I want to tell you about this product. So now for sponsor Rachel, and makes a whole separate video, sticks it in the middle of her video, and you're not being, anyway. So I said I wanted to talk about this. And the reason that I did is, the reason I got this planner is because listen, I mean, absolutely zero offense, but I'm just over luxury YouTube lately, but I'm kind of over a lot right now, just saying, I get you. I totally get you. Yes. I'm over a lot lately too. And so little annoyances from some of my favorite YouTubers. I won't mention any names, but I've unsubscribed to many because they changed so much. That you just can't, because you can choose to change. You can choose to make your whole video about a commercial for something. And maybe you would think that I was doing a whole commercial for Erin Condren, but I'm not affiliated with them in any way. And Erin Condren aren't exactly my favorite planners, but what they are providing for me now, because I went the gamut. I started in these, and then I went out, and then I lost my way, and I wasn't planning anymore. And these are like training wheel planners. They have everything in them. Hello, Winnie. Hello, Miss Jelly. Nice to see you. But I bought this for YouTube, and I bought it at 50% off because I bought it in April. So I was already 4 months in. But what I bought this specifically for, it's just a monthly planner. It was to lay out what I was doing in a spread and to see what I was doing, to make me face the same reason that I'm doing the handbag collection videos. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little passionate about this. The reason that I'm doing the handbag collection videos and forcing myself to put them in planners is I'm facing my demons. And I also had to face my demons. I also had to face my demons when it came to coming on here. I am not young, beautiful. I am not somebody that people are going to follow, and I'm not like young people. And it's not what I'm on here for. And I'm not on here to sell things. I just can't. Anyway, but I am on here to maybe sell an idea, and maybe in this I can make you understand why I'm doing this. And another thing, did you know that planning is part of the therapy for coming out of depression? And it can keep you out if anyway. So I bought this planner in April, so I didn't start it until May 19th. So I think I wrote that in here. I don't know. Yeah, started May 19th. I started at May 19th. So I wanted to go back and look at my content creation, including community posts to see what I was actually doing because I wasn't keeping track. So it's quite telling. January. Look how bare it is. Okay. I did 6 community posts, 3 videos, and 2 shorts. Okay. That's terrible. It's not what I want to be doing. Then you go to February. Now, remind you, I'm writing all this in May. 11 posts on the community, 3 videos, and 3 shorts. Okay, not good. March. Oh, these orange dots are community posts. The red is shorts and the black is videos. I ended up doing 6 posts, 5 videos, and 6 shorts. Maybe it seems like a lot, but it's not. Go to April, there's nothing. And that's when I bought this planner. 4 posts, 2 videos, 1 short. Okay, I got the planner May 19th. I think you'll see a difference when I open May. So this is May 19th, right here. That's the day that I started the planner. All of the cassette tapes that you see are videos that went up. And that's my little. And then I did write my subscriber count, which is the only thing that I'm going to keep track of. It's huge, just because I'm writing it down and making a plan. And I decided this is too messy. So for June, I came up with, I got caught in the cord. I came up with a system, and then I immediately have stuff to do. I assign myself stuff. Like this was yesterday. I made new thumbnails. I did not gather my items for my video on Wednesday. I did my AI short. It's not checked off yet. And I did a bunch of IG posts on putting these shelves up that are behind me now. And but with these spiral notebooks, the ones that I just showed you over here, these I'm keeping. And when I don't fill up the space, and this is my last month in this. This was just to get me to the beginning of the new planners, which start in July. So in July, I'll have a lot more room than just these 1 page. But these I'm keeping, and I want to show you, like, I got it in April, so there's a lot of blanks in April because it was the end of April. But when oh, and look, this is from Winnie. She sent me some planner stuff just out of the blue. It was Kismet. I was getting planners, and all of a sudden, in her box, Winnie included a bunch of stuff for planners. Like when I don't fill in the pages all the way, I'll go back and print pictures. This is from when we got married after we crashed the hot air balloon. And this is in a subdivision being built. And he didn't marry us till we landed because he was the only one flying the balloon. So we had a private balloon ride. Had we included people, we could have gotten married in the air. But yeah, our balloon, we kind of crashed and fell over, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and we were in an empty subdivision. So, and you can see it's all kind of clay out there. They had imported, I guess. And to get to some trees, I had to jump over a ditch. I didn't quite make it. I came back covered in mud just before we got married, and Matt said, perfect. Anyway, so in a good way, he said, perfect. This is just perfect. We're getting married with you covered in mud. just the way it should be. But anyway, that's all that I wanted to share today. So, like I said, I like to keep them short. It's only been 15 minutes. I would be shit on that balloon. It's an experience. If you've never been on one, who's been on a hot air balloon ride? The only way that I can describe it is it's like taking a walk in the air. It's slow. It's like magical kind of in a way. But it's something that I myself and my husband, we only needed to experience it once. Just like a cruise. Some people like cruises. That's not our jam. He's like, we're sailing around in a giant shopping mall. And it's just not our jam. And then like when they take you, we went on a cruise with his parents for her 80th birthday. And when we stopped in Lapity in Hi Monarch, when we stopped in Lapity, it was a section of Haiti that had like chain link fence, and all of the people that were on the cruise were actually the people that were selling us stuff. We saw right through it. We just it wasn't for us. When we plan trips, we don't use a travel agent or anything. I'll take suggestions from friends, but we map our own way. Like when we went to Hamburg, we made our own Beatles. My husband did it. He made up a Beatles tour for me, and we saw some other people on the other Beatles tours while we were doing it, and ours was better. We went to more places than they did. Oh, good. Pets, planning, and powerlifting. I used to lift weights when I was a little kid, and I still have good muscle composition. And I'm starting my fitness. I started my fitness planner yesterday, and it's going to get more and more intense as time goes on. Now that all the chemo's worked out of my bodies and my joints work again. No medical facts today, except for that you need to be on an anti-inflammatory diet. The American diet has gone to shit. Just saying. So I'm going to be here at 12:30 on Sundays, with the exception of one Sunday at the end of June, because I will be on a plane. And I want like pets, planning, and powerlifting. Let's plan together if you can do it. I'm 55, lifting to maintain my ability to perform ADLs. Very intelligent, very intelligent. Yes, yes. You're also younger than me. And I want to start weightlifting again, but my muscles do get big. And I used to run. I was a sprinter, and I used to wear in the 80s. Jean mini skirts were everywhere here where I live in Florida, and they didn't make a jean mini skirt with a waist small enough, but to stay in place, because I had big running thighs and a big bum. So I had this one that had it was denim, but it had like fish, like it looked like hand painted, just like a childish pattern all the way around it. Not too bright because it was on denim. And but we wore bright stuff, you wore a big bright shirt with it or whatever. But when I would walk, my skirt would just spin. Oh no, I just spin. Okay. I don't know why that is, Miss Jelly, but there's always fitness that you can do, like even sitting in a chair. There's this kind of fitness. Just kidding. Oh, one thing that I have improved since starting that planner, because I just started in all this planning again in May, which is why I'm not here to teach anybody. I'm here to learn with you, and I want to find some folks who want to, do the daily duo with me, who will have better ideas than me. Like, this is what I want to track. This is my goal. How do I do it? What's the easiest way to lay it out so it makes sense the minute that you look at it? Anyway, and I want to have other people on here live, which is why I have the studio. Somebody else who's planning, somebody else who just wants to talk. That I would rather do that, because just sitting here trying to come up with things to say while also trying to plan is going to be difficult. It would be great if there was somebody else in the daily duo also planning at the same time. And then that way people can you know, okay, um, okay, all right, come on next week with me. You can just talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. Anyway, and if I could find somebody who would do the daily duo with me, we could show the different ways that you could use it live. My planning is a med, but I'd love to do a live with you, Julie. Okay. I'm listing in my notebook right now. I'm listing it in my notebook. Notebooks are great for planning. And I have lots of notebooks that had turned into bullet journals just because I make a list. So anyway, any way that you plan is fine. It's just nice to plan. Oh, I probably did something terrible again. I have to tell you, I had started to tell you guys that we don't use a travel agent and stuff like that. And there have been some disasters because of it. Okay. Did you know that Ontario has two Hamiltons and they're not really close together? Anyway, so one of them's over near Toronto and one of them is up on Silver. What's it called? Was it Silver Lake? I can't remember the name now. We were up there because I had planned sorry, I had planned where we were staying, and it was on a lake, and they were like self-contained units with washer, dryer, all that. I always do that, and they were like, I don't know how long it took us to get there. It was a long way from Toronto, way out there, but I got to see almost all of Ontario by car. Anyway. Yeah, they have two Hamiltons. One's a small town on a lake, and the other one is over near a bigger city outside of Toronto. And so, anyway, I've probably done it to us again because I put us up in Whitstable, which is right on the coast in the southeast, but on the northern, on the Bay of Whitstable. And I put us in somebody's um, house little house that they put on booking.com. And I went ahead and did it because it wasn't very expensive and they had a king size bed. And that's one thing that we want is a king size bed when we travel, and finding that in Europe in the hotels and stuff, it's not happening. So we, not where I wanted to be out there. I wanted to be out there. I want to live amongst the people. It's what we do. We're renting a car. We've never driven in Europe. Well, yes, we have. We've never driven in England. But we're going to learn real quick how to do it because that's part of the adventure. And so I booked us two separate places, one near Hampton Court and one an hour north of Hever Castle, because those are my two main places. I don't have any plans to go luxury shopping there. I did do that when I went to Hamburg, and I bought the little key pouch. And it was $140 in Hamburg when it was like 200 and something here. It was 2016, 15, the end of 15. And it was about half of what it cost here when I bought it at LV in Hamburg. Anyway, so I always plan our trips, and sometimes it's a disaster, which is fun also. Anyway, that's all I have to say today. And I'm hoping that people who want to plan and use the daily duo and do it live can do it at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. And these will probably be a lot longer if that starts happening. COVID pricing, yeah, whatever. Any excuse to raise money. I mean, to make more money. I hear you. And maybe I can get what was her name? Powerlifting, Planners and Powerlifting, to share what she likes to plan for around her fitness regimen. I would love to lift, but I'm not going to go all the way to powerlifting, but what I need is low weights, lots of reps. That's how I build. Otherwise, my muscles, well, they used to. I'm 56 now. They used to get really, really big in my arms, and I'm just really muscularly built. Yeah, I'm tired of the COVID card for for everything. There's a lot of people living with, as we learned last week, there's a lot of people living with some lifelong complications now since it causes some lifelong immune disorders. Um, it's a sad, sad thing. Um, it does need to be taken seriously. Anyway, have a very nice rest of your weekend, which is about that long. And I'm going to get outside and pull some weeds, unless they're edible. Then I'm going to try to cook them because I'm weird. Bye. Oh, Miss Jelly, you're not alone.